Yeah, just gonna finish up what I have with this whole, and then it's probably a short stream, but you can hang out. See, and much love before it all. Anyway, this is gone. Forget it. Rain. Yeah. We gone down. Jesus, rain. Fenice, Jesus, yes, not the other one. It's Fenice. It's the original one. It has a dimension, different kind of arts. So, you can only left with the backpack and weapon systems. Let's play some roll.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Zenith,
Yes.
might be a quick round trip.
Build the fucking waypoints.
Just gotta, just real quick. Just wait here.
We're right back with horses. Actually, only a couple of us need to go. Well, whatever.
Just Caleb is.
All right.
No, I think we should all go.
Okay.
Okay, we all go.
Quickly,
These horses
please.
need to see Brexentrum.
I'm going to get in serious trouble from all this, so quickly.
Nah! You're fine.
As you guys all, one by one, make your way into this hallway, into the Rexentrum chamber, you can see there's the sigil on the ground with very, very faint, kind of pulsating glow of arcane energy carved into its like beautifully set runic ornamentation and setting. It's permanent. You guys can step in.
All right. Horse apples falling behind.
Yep. One by one, on horseback, you all get brought through the circle, appearing on a familiar, a larger chamber, though of similar type of sculpt and design. As all of you and your horses emerge on the opposite end, there you stand in another chamber. There's a door that is closed that leads outside.
Is there anything on the floor?
Yeah, but this isn't the...
On the floor in here? No.
No, the teleportation circle will be in another room, the one that leads...
Wait, no, actually, no, I'm sorry. This room here, I misremembered that, sorry. This room you're in right now has multiple doors around you. It's akin to the one that you first got to, so there is a symbol on the ground.
Oh.
And there are other doors that lead to the other ones. I'm sorry.
So we do... Oh, so that's the one you...
Go. Look at that symbol.
Wait a minute. If you open up all the doors, do you get to...
They're all here. It's the same location.
You hear a door open from above and footsteps coming down the stairs now.
Get out. Let's go back.
You don't know. You just hear footsteps multiple because suddenly a bunch of clomping horses arrived and began marching around, echoing through a subterranean chamber that is under watch and key.
Takes you a minute?
To do it myself, but we just ride back. Is it's still here in this room? Is this the exit back to where we
Can we
came
just
from?
go back?
There are other doors that are marked to Zadash, Port Damali,
We'll go through that.
Vasselheim.
Wait, go through Port Damali. We can get that one too. Oh wait, and then we can go back. Let's go.
Caleb, we're gonna die.
The door isn't open! Who's gonna open the door? From the top of your horse?
I get down and pick the lock.
Pick the lock. Go. Collect those waypoints.
Natural one.
Your lockpick breaks. You need new thieves' tools.
I have some here.
At this point, you can see two figures rushing down, wearing familiar robes that goes along with two righteous brand soldiers, saying,
I go up.
"Hello, who's there? You stop! Who's there? What are you doing?
I'm gonna keep picking the lock. What are you doing?
I can't either deceive them or kill them. I'm working on this.
Okay. It's fine. Hey.
What's the door made of? The Port Damali door.
Like all the doors appear to be made of some sort of a well, like kind of light stained gray wood, maybe.
I give you...
You don't know how
I'm gonna pat Bo on the back and enhance her ability for charisma checks.
Okay, you begin casting a spell.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Is it bad?
Well, as you begin to make the incantation, both of the soldiers go, "She's a caster!" And they immediately take out two crossbows and fire at you.
Whoa! Wait, stop! Hold!
They're let loose.
I'm in Cobalt Reserve clothes. Come on?
We just broke into their
You
house.
just broke into the subterranean area on horseback while trying to break through another.
We would have had to murder our way through the other location.
Hold on.
But it is really
So,
On guard
we
right
are
now.
obviously insane.
15
No one's arguing that.
and a 22.
22.
All right. One crossbow bolt catches you for 6 points of piercing damage. Like right in kind of the lower abdomen, right where the floating rib is. Kind of sinks in. And the two other monks are like, whoa, wait, hold on.
Not cool.
The fuck?
Not cool.
Oh, my pancreas!
One of the individuals steps forward. You can see kind of a grayish green half orc visage, older, thin, with kind of like a multiple chins of like skin folds from just age and sagging. Older orc kind of steps forward, white hair that goes long down the back.
Excuse me, what is going on here?
Sorry, Expositor Beauregard
The
from
two guards kind of reload the crossbows and like.
Expositor
waiting.
Beauregard from Zadash, Cobalt Soul. We're here tracking fucking assholes, and we were supposed to be here. There's probably a message waiting for you all somewhere. I know how communication gets lost, but it was kind of a quick turnaround in terms of notification on letting you all know that we were coming.
Make a persuasion check.
Not a discussion. Living it up.
No, because you're telling the truth.
No, we didn't send notice.
Yeah.
Well, no.
But you're an expositor.
Advantage.
Trying to literally,
Oh,
I was trying to purposefully lie. Is what it gets back.
You're hiding. You hit a tiny lie and a lot of information. I'll say either you can.
All right,
I'd say either you can roll persuasion or deception with disadvantage. Your choice.
But I have. Hang on, because you gave me.
I don't know if I got my full spell out though before they shot me.
You can make a concentration check. Actually, that would be important. So roll a Constitution saving throw.
11.
11. Yeah, you maintain. So you would have advantage.
Yeah, you
The
have
spell
advantage.
does continue.
Okay. I was so close to being fucking awesome. 9.
9.
9. Look, you heard about the attacks, right? That just happened.
Yes, of course. And why do you think we have such defense? And you hear other footsteps coming, and now other soldiers are coming downstairs. We are on extremely high alert, and if you are who you say you are, you should know not to just appear in here.
I need a healer.
Oh no!
I'm in so much pain.
My older sister is
4 more
dying.
righteous brand soldiers come in.
Oh, jeez, what?
And now they're kind of circled around, crossbows that they're ready to, or 4 of them with crossbows, 2 of them blades out. And it goes like, hold on. With no word in advance and with the heightened security we're having to maintain because of these said events, we're going to have to ask you to wait here and go through processing and approval from the High Archivist.
Yep.
Here's the thing. We're kind of in a really big hurry.
Then you shouldn't have just appeared here with 6 horses in the middle of a dangerous time period for our people.
Right.
5.
I get that. And I understand the sentiment.
Look,
But-
I know every expositor on the list here, and I've not heard of an expositor Beauregard.
She was just promoted.
Well, didn't get to us, did it?
Apparently, a lot of things don't get to you.
Exactly. Maybe
Guards,
that's.
crossbows a little
This
higher.
Oh,
Waiting a little bit seems fair to me. You are able to communicate with Zadash, correct?
We will reach out.
Yeah, we will sit tight. Sorry for the inconvenience. This is awkward, but we do have the best of intentions,
We
as
are
hard as that is
good
to
guys.
believe.
I will need each of your names, please. Starting with you.
No, Ford.
Just Ford.
Did I offer another name?
Ford. You are
Boy.
Expositor Beauregard.
just Beauregard.
Yeah, man.
Why the surnames fell out of fashion, I don't know. Your name?
Hello, my name is Caleb Budogast.
Caleb Budagast.
Not the Briv.
You are
just her level.
Just a move over. And you are.
Caduceus Clay.
Caduceus Clay.
How long is this gonna
Do
take?
this real quick.
I don't know.
Don't do it. Don't cast
Don't
any
do it.
spells. They're trigger happy. Don't cast any spells. I'm just going
No.
to sit here and suffer.
Just take a breath. Appreciate what this looks like from their point of view. We will work all of this out.
I'll be back. And turns around and leaves at the stairs.
I'll be back.
And the guards say that the other monk kind of awkwardly looks at everyone and then follows behind. And so now you have the 6 righteous brand soldiers here kind of train on you, just looking over you all, like carefully looking over your faces to remember them.
6 on 6?
We could take them.
I'm gonna ask the horses to stare back at them too.
I'm gonna stare at the one that shot me.
To the dash!
And I'm gonna start crying just a single tear down my cheek with the saddest expression I can muster.
He's unmoved.
He hasn't really seen my charm yet.
10 minutes pass. 20 minutes pass.
Oh boy.
4 more soldiers come down and join them.
Oh my
What?
gosh.
They know our names.
You,
Are we sitting on horseback this whole time?
Yep, this whole time in a very small room. You guys are all kind of like.
This room is filling up with
Caduceus, you're like having to like
I'm not. Yeah, I'm.
limp forward a bit. Eventually, the half orc returns, and
Word is returned from the archive of Zadash.
Just burnt Xenon so bad.
You have been given temporary rites of passage, but you are also, until further notice, banned from the Rexentrum archive.
Alright. We didn't even mean to come here.
Sounds fair.
We were
Thank
trying
you.
to get to Portamale. We came to the wrong thing anyway.
So banned from the archive. Understood. Does that include the teleportation?
Oh my god. Let's go to the Port Damali Circle with haste. Shall we?
We are just gonna go back to where we meant to go in the first place.
the half orc shuffles over and pulls out a ring of keys and unlocks the door to Port Damali and opens it and steps back and just.
What was her name again, by the way?
yeah.
Well, you're asking the half orc? Which one?
Yeah. What's his name?
I'll look through my notes here because.
You didn't think we were gonna
You guys are gonna just.
Out of nowhere. Just jumping around the goddamn globe.
Where in lore?
Shoop, shoop.
San Diego returns to Netflix season 2, October 1. Catch me there.
Kethadoc. Archivist Kethadoc.
Oh boy. Wow.
And just kind of gives you the nudge of, please get the fuck out of my place, kind of a look.
Absolutely.
Hey, can you send message to Portamale that we're coming?
Holy shit.
No, let's just go. Let's just
As
go.
we go through.
Yeah.
Shoot, shoot, shoot.
So you go.
Trouble
The
there.
horses, after another disappearing into the Port Damali circle. As you guys,
Apples go down.
yep,
More poop.
peer
everywhere we go.
through. It's strange when one of the horses, actually probably yours not, relieving itself as you're passing through the portal. Loose horse road apples through the process of teleportation get kind of. Remember when physics fucks up in like Skyrim and things get kind of weird and crazy? And just kind of like scatters a bit upon arrival.
Shit spray.
Shit spray bit. Just like one side. But you all emerge on a similar chamber. Like these designs are different, but the scheme is generally the same. The doors are made from different materials. And you all land in a chamber that has the same kind of. This one does not have passage to Vasselheim, but it has the rest of the other doors too. Zadash, Rexentrum, and Tellar.
Someone break in with
Yeah, let's go.
What is the
Let's go.
Western
door going to the dash made of?
These also appear to be made of wood, but the wood is of a different type.
Do you want to pick the lock, or should I just kick it open with the horse?
Anything. I can
She
pick
lost
it with
her
a
thieves'
broken
tools.
tool.
Cool. I'll ride over to the door, back
God.
the horse up, and I'm gonna
Such a
smack
bad
it on
idea.
the ass. Try and get it to kick.
All right. Roll a d20 for me.
2.
Oh god.
Crack! The door doesn't give, but the loud echo manages to reverberate through the chamber. And you immediately hear
We're making so many friends.
several footsteps now rushing down a staircase.
Load on this door. Get the fuck out of here, please.
I will be banned from. No, but this was back.
You do see the Port de Mali sigil beneath you, so you have that now.
And he's busting on the Taldore door right now?
No, he's just
No.
trying to get back.
No, we're trying to go back to the
Dash door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it unlocked? Can I just try to?
Can
Can I
open
see
the
if it's
door?
unlocked?
You rush up to try and open the door.
Yeah.
All right, it is locked.
Damn it!
Can we just start unloading on it now, please?
Sure, do
No,
you want
no,
my bomb? I have a bomb.
no. We'll just ask if we can go back to
You
Stash.
are being crazy? Let's just walk out into Port Tamale and find a place where I can draw on the ground.
Excuse me.
I can draw on the ground.
Staircase, you see in familiar
Please make
console
me draw on the
robes,
ground.
a man in probably his early 60s or so, graying hair that's combed over and slicked to one side to cover a major bald spot. Kind of a heavier mustache that curls down to the bottom of the chin. Liver spots in his forehead, and what looks to be 2 armed Zalezo behind him.
Oh my god.
What are you doing?
We've done this before.
Story, we were just hoping to leave. This is a long story.
One of the Zalezo is like sitting there holding what looks to be a heavy crossbow at the side. Just kind of goes like pulls out a small horn and goes like, "Ooh." What are you doing?
This is Octopus Bone.
Somebody do something really nice before I just
Apologize.
Oh wait, yeah, I'm going to enhance ability on Caleb.
Greetings. This
As you
is
begin to cast the spell,
Oh no!
You get shot again.
both of the Zalezo and just fire 2 heavy crossbows at you.
Cast the spell. You
She's
get shot.
casting!
I immediately start shouting while they shoot. This is a misunderstanding, please. Please.
A 10 and a 24.
This is a time loop. We're caught in a time loop.
You suffer
You got them crying.
11 points of piercing damage. It's a second bolt is now on the other side of your abdomen.
This is like spoons that you get at gas stations. You're just collecting crossbow bolts across his head.
Please. I am so
Both of
sorry.
them immediately like drop their heavy crossbow for a second and pull out their sword and put it towards you and be like, not another one!
I'm sorry.
There's no more casting those spells!
No.
Apologies, this is Expositor Beauregard Lionette. I am her arcane assistant. I have only just learned to use these circles, and I have brought us to the wrong place, and I am so very sorry. I would like to take us to our intended destination. If you need us to sit here for a while you call the home office, that is a possibility. But we could also just walk out the door and leave you to your day. You see that she knows your ways. She is one of you. This is on me. I am so sorry. I am the one eating the shit sandwich here. We just want to get out of your hair.
You hear about 3 more sets of footsteps making their way down the stairs from above. The older fellow in the middle goes like, looks at you both over, make a persuasion check.
Advantage. Oh wait,
Actually,
I got
make
you.
a concentration check.
Don't you remember from last time?
From like 5 minutes ago.
Okay. Oh no, 7. No, I
You do
didn't
not
get
have
it.
advantage on this. The spell failed.
Pretty good. Pretty good. 19.
19.
Thank God. Finally.
Oh my god.
Is it broken? We broken.
The rest 3, as he's sitting there looking at you over and looking over the rest of you, very discerning. The other guards come down and immediately get their heavy crossbows up. There's Lezo now. There's 5 of them in the chamber around the one there. He goes, I apologize, but there has been some very terrible things happened within the Cobalt Soul.
It's a dash. That's why we're here.
If you would be patient, we have to go check in to confirm your story.
But of course. Sure. But of course, we will all wait here patiently and quietly.
You
Can I
wait?
come with you?
No.
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 You wait about another 15 or so minutes.
More poop on the ground. Just leaving poop everywhere.
Before eventually he returns and goes, I have just finished talking with the archive in Zadash. We have been told that we have to allow you passage this one time. However, it has been requested that you are also banned from the archive in Port Damali until further notice. Also, I have a message from to Beauregard from Archivist Enoth, who says, please, for the love of Ione, stop.
Caleb, in his mind, is just envisioning massive libraries decay and melt into the sea.
Pulls out his ring of keys,
the love of
walks
the
over
Ione,
and
stop.
opens the door to the Zadash portal. All the other Zalezo are like, carefully they picked up their crossbows, 6 heavy crossbows, all cocked and ready, and they're all aimed at each of you independently. And the horses all kind of...
Single tear down my cheek.
Please, for the love of you, stop.
One by one, make your way towards Zadash.
We are really so sorry.
Passing through on the other side of this.
Oh dear.
Awaiting in the center of the chamber is Xenoth, sitting on a stool, head down, sweat on his brow, and clutching a cloth that looks to be dampened with whatever he's previously been wiping from his face. Wipes once more. Looks up and goes,
Sorry.
leave.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we're going down. Goodbye.
I'm gonna go track down these people and then check in with you later.
Please don't.
Please, just go.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry about that.
And he gets up, holds aside,
I guess I should.
unlocks and opens the door to whichever we want to go, or are you just casting something here? What are you doing?
I'm gonna heal myself.
Like, is
You know, we actually have decided just to hang here.
Decided just to hang here for a while.
Just have to go on a long journey to find out what you really loved was back home.
Yeah, absence makes the art grow fonder.
Poor guy.
oh my god.
So,
Okay.
we leave you to your recovery. It's mostly my fault, so please don't be too hard on Beauregard. Mostly my fault.
Just leave.
Yeah. Look, I know I'm a pain in the ass, but I swear, got good intentions.
He leads you back up the stairs, back through the middle of the archive to the front door, at which point, where previously you had turned heads, you can now see a number of the figures are all just in a line, arms crossed, just watching you pass through. Until eventually you exit out into the main thoroughfare of Zadash on horseback. The doors slam behind you.
Well, I consider that a huge success.
You got banned from every Cobalt Soul library
Until further
Temporarily.
notice.
in the world.
Temporarily.
Yeah.
Look, this isn't the first time they've kicked me out, so it's fine.
Plus, they're going to be so happy with us once we take care of the people that, hurt them.
Exactly.
This was all for them.
Mm-hmm.
They
But
just
one at
don't
a
know
time.
it yet.
Well, where to now?
To the gentleman.
I mean,
Are we trying to get to...
I feel like
To
we're
Lotus?
kind of in
Lotus?
a fucking hurry, is the only thing. I don't know if we want to take the time.
True.
And this is hard to say that because I want to talk to him, but
There's no way for us to even get to the Lotus Den. What is it called? The Lotus Den? There's no way to get there. We can get 1,000 miles away.
I feel like I should send at least a message to the Bright Queen and let them know that they're over there.
We
What do you
tried
think?
to tell her about this shit though, and she seemed
Like they had a handle on it, but I don't
Well,
know.
then
Maybe
nothing
she
happened.
doesn't know.
Well,
that
we may be wearing our welcome out with him, but it is a threat. If you were to contact Essex and tell him what's going on and where we need to go, maybe he would be willing to give us one more spin.
Watch out, there's a car coming.
That's our horses. I don't know. I've been trying not to bug the man, but I cannot think of a way to get there faster.
well. I mean, we've been gone for like
a couple
2 to 3 weeks now.
He
So
probably misses us.
He-
if
he
we're going to
probably
be
does.
honest.
And we
Yeah.
can trade, obviously the information we've gathered in exchange for
Yeah,
another helping hand.
yeah.
It's just evidence of our cooperation.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to duck into an alleyway so I can send a message to Essex.
Okay.
I'm gonna get shot.
This is not good. We found out some really dangerous, important things that we need to talk to you about. I know you don't want to, but we could really use your help with transportation. This is life or death for a lot of people. It's on your doorstep.
Make a persuasion check.
God, I hate rolling tonight.
Well,
What?
there's the shiny black one. The star.
This one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna blame you if this is bad.
No, not
fair.
that one.
That's fair. I had that coming.
You could have given me guidance, but you didn't.
No.
10. No, 11.
I know.
11. Well, if it is indeed this important, then maybe it's something we can discuss. I trust that your interests are forthright. I'll need your help soon anyway.
He said he would need our help soon. He seemed like he would do it.
Okay. One step at a time.
I wonder what he needs our help with.
I don't know.
We'll thread that needle when we get to it.
Should we go back?
Yes.
Right now?
Yes.
Just got
We
here.
just got to Zadash.
God, we worked for 2 whole weeks to get here. We finally get there. We're puffing away. But we need you. It's important.
Watch out, there's a car coming.
I have a thought.
Please.
Is there such thing as an unofficial teleportation like symbol? Like, do people who are not? I mean, like, we know sketchy people. Is it possible they might have a way for us to get back into town when we need to?
Well, I mean, we
Once
can
again,
we can just bamf into Cobalt Reserve if we need to come back here.
Well, that's going
To
to
the dash, we could. Without horses, it would be
yeah,
better.
we'll let them cool off a little bit. I think.
send them a gift basket.
I mean, once again, the only place I would think to look would be the gentleman. I mean, there were other portals and teleportation circles that we've seen ruins of that we've destroyed in the past, I'm sure.
I feel like the gentleman has one.
I wouldn't be surprised.
If we're about to see Essex, he's probably going to ask, how goes the search for the thing that we're supposed to be searching for, you know? The Dodeca? We have not done anything
We can
towards
tell
that.
him we're really looking, but in the meantime, this popped up.
Yeah,
He also said there was no urgency for that.
Okay.
Also, we are re-establishing our connections in the Empire, which is all well and good for our arrangement with him, and they care very much about these things crossing over into their dynasty and our world here. Okay, let's find a good place. Where were you? In an alley right now? We're just changing the contact. I mean, I could do it right here if we want.
Sure, I'll keep an eye out.
Okay, so cluster of 6 horses out of 7 alleyway. You're blocking the side line of sight to the alley. Is that what you're doing?
Maybe
Let's see.
stupid. Is there like a barn we can hide in or something?
Yeah, we could find a place. It doesn't have to be right here.
Yeah.
Okay. It takes you the better part of, let's say, half an hour or so, and you find one kind of alley intersection, like a T intersection, where there's enough space to do it, and there isn't a whole lot of foot traffic. You probably might have to keep guards posted at the edge and try and keep people from going down there while it's being finished, but it's doable. Who's being posted at the 3 corners?
I'll do one.
I will.
I'll be at the other.
Okay, I would like the 3 of you to roll an intimidation check for me.
Intimidation?
Guidance. Some guiding me. Guide somebody.
Oh.
Somebody.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Oh, and I'm cutting this up.
Okay.
10.
8 minus 3. 5.
All right. As you're working on your circle, about 7-8 minutes go through. Nobody gets near you, Beauregard. You're just like sitting there. Anybody that makes eye contact with you, you kind of scowl back and you're just like, ugh, and keep going without an issue. A few people kind of give you some terse looks. They seem untrusting of you. They don't go for the alley, but you definitely caught some attention.
Slight note, it's just 1 minute.
Sorry, 1 minute.
Circle.
Right for the circle. So yeah, then it would have been right on the cusp of finishing the spell as you're doing that. I'd say even with your low roll, you draw attention, and some of the righteous brand and town, or the Crown's Guard begin to take notice of this tinier goblinoid type creature that seems to be a bit shifty and not quite, seems to be very plainly placed to try and keep anybody from entering the alley. Illegal activity being a problem in this city.
But did you look like Veth this whole time? You were Veth for 8 hours.
Yeah, we're still on
Yeah,
that 8 hours.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, sure.
You were researching for quite a bit of time. I would say, okay, I'll allow it. So not a goblin per se, but definitely a shifty-looking figure at the edge of the alley that they begin to walk towards out of curiosity. They're about 40 or 50 feet from you, and you can see 3 Crown's Guard and 2 Righteous Brand from 2 different corners beginning to kind of like make eye contact with each other and begin walking towards you.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I got nothing.
Do we see this happening?
Nope.
Do nobody else.
You guys are all like right by where Caleb is in the inside of the alley with the horses at the ready.
I can go invisible, but I feel like they would see that.
Just look like you're gonna barf or something.
I'm a great actor. I will. I look like Beth. So they just see me being shifty and they start walking over.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy. I'm gonna start crying. I'll just start crying. We'll fake crying.
Okay. You can make a performance or deception check, your choice.
Oh boy. Terrible. Hey, 12.
12. Okay, the Righteous Brand kind of stop and kind of turn back around. The Crown's Guard continue approaching, just slower, and kind of inspecting you over. 2 of them kind of just stop and watch you cry.
That's so sad.
Vampire Man.
One of them kind of steps forward and goes, "Are you okay?"
No, I'm not okay. I lost my dog.
What does the dog look like?
The dog, it's like a dog, man. It's like a little brown dog. Cute, has a little collar with a button on it.
What was its name?
Avantika.
All right. Well, I'll keep an eye out for it. If we see or find your dog,
That's all I've got.
where should we bring the dog to if we find it?
Right to the.
Wait.
Oh, Trump.
Oh man. Oh no.
I remember where I'm staying. To Pumon Souls. He's my friend. Vulnerable.
All right.
Yeah, that place.
And it gives you a look of like, all right, we'll keep an eye. He kind of like turns around and joins the other two, kind of occasionally looking over. You can tell like they don't buy all of it, but they're not aggressively pursuing it at the moment. They may go check in with Pumat Soul
Okay.
at some point in the future. You may have just implicated now.
And the dog thief ring.
You finish the spell.
Yeah, I'm holding the chalk. There's one line left. I'm looking at the alleyway, at not going. Are they gone, out of eyesight, or are they still
No,
clocking me?
they're like clocking you from a distance. They're still watching you cry there. Like
Okay.
they don't fully believe you.
I will drop the form of Veth, go like this, and dart over to
I see it. I wait till she's like 10 feet away and I go, fuck off, Trumps!
You jump onto the
Really?
Pool!
All right, you all jump back on your horses and, they all kind of rush over to the alleyway
Running mine through.
just in time to see like two horses go and just vanish into the ether. Last thing you hear is "What's up?" That's it.
What the fuck?
That was so ridiculous.
Where are you taking them?
Rosona to Essek.
All right.
We have like 10 stars on GT.
And they left
Like they
teleportation circle to the sun in the middle of the day.
Hidden, those stars are gonna go away.
As you guys arrive within the subterranean basement of the Lucid Bastion in the Dynasty city of Rosona,
Our horses.
we'll go ahead and pick this up next week.
Oh my god.
Oh my
That
god.
spiraled quickly.
Oh, that was
Yes.
that was such a bad spiral.
You got greedy. I mean, you got what you wanted, but it cost.
Oh, it's fine.
Just our dignity.
And from all grain, as are your children and your children's children
my
for 3
God.
months.
Give me back your library card.
Jesus.
The missive's gonna come in, like, you know, hereby bequeath the position of expositor to Beauregard, and they're like, this one, unlike the I do not serve this person photo on the side of the 7-Eleven. Exactly.
Next time you're gonna be like, oh, don't Beauregard that or anything.
You just bowed yourself.
It's just bowed.
Alrighty, cool. We'll pick up this next week. Thank you guys for watching the chaos.
Oh man.
Don't forget, we love you very much. And is it Thursday yet? Good night.
Skip.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Critical Role, where a bunch of us nerdy-ass voice actors sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons. Like that. So, before we jump into tonight's game, we're going to go ahead and have some announcements, beginning with our fantastic 2 sponsors tonight. Up first, a new sponsor. You may have seen them talk about their upcoming game on social media, but it is Big Band Entertainment and Paranoia.
Oh, yeah.
And do we have any?
that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Oh.
But shh, quiet, man.
Oh,
There could be
no.
recording devices in here, all right?
Jeez.
I've got super secret info, but the government might be watching, so I'm gonna use protection. Okay, keep this between us. But our sponsor tonight is a new video game from Big Ben Interactive called Paranoia Happiness is Mandatory, inspired by classic CRPG games and the original Cult RPG. In the game, you create and lead a team of 4 troubleshooters who take commands from an all-knowing paranoid AI called a friend computer in a retro-futuristic world filled with deadly tech. Now, I've been awake for 44 straight hours playing it, studying it, hunting for hidden messages and secret subtext. Maybe it's a lack of sleep or the medically dangerous amounts of Rockstar energy drink I've consumed. But I was able to verify dozens of conspiracy theories in this interactive, addictive game. Here's a list of few. Would you be surprised to learn that Marilyn Monroe is not only alive, but she's a vampire, and she wrote Old Town Road as a mind control experiment for the CIA? Have you heard that if you Naruto run backwards while listening to I Am the Walrus, the lyrics say Taylor Swift was on the grassy knoll? I learned that truth from Paranoia the game. And did you know that the K-pop band BTS is made entirely out of wood? That Finland is actually in New Mexico? That the Large Hadron Collider is a sizzler for the Illuminati? All facts! But remember, you didn't hear them here. You didn't hear them in the game Paranoia Happiness is Mandatory. We'll actually be This is making noise. I thought it was someone tapping me. Yeah, we'll actually be playing the game on this channel closer to the release date, but do not tell the man. Okay, check out the game for yourself and learn more at critroll.com/paranoia. Thanks for supporting the show. I've got to burn this iPad before the Men in Black show up.
The cigarette!
There is
He grabbed her with a cigarette!
everywhere.
So much spittle.
Okay.
Rockstar energy drink, not
Yeah.
actually a sponsor of the show.
No.
But a very good.
Neither
All right.
Sizzler.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Big Ben. And Paranoia, which I'm actually really, I'm excited to play.
Fine game.
Next to you,
I've
that is something.
loved the RPG since I was very young, and I'm excited for this game.
When his lips turn that purple, I get worried.
Yeah, it's
Really
He really
scary
wasn't
looking.
breathing.
He was foaming at the mouth.
That was some method acting.
yeah, well done. Also, we have our second returning sponsor since the beginning of the campaign, D&D Beyond. Thank you, D&D Beyond. Thank you so much for continued support of the show. And for those who haven't had a chance to check it out, and this is your first time hearing about it, go check it out at dndbeyond.com or at specifically dndbeyond.link/critical role. But yeah, awesome tool. Check it out if you haven't checked it out yet.
That is some lucid, rational representation of D&D Beyond.
Well, comparatively. It's still pretty slippery. Risha, you have some things to mention.
Oh yeah, oh golly gee,
hello.
oh hello. In case you missed it, yesterday we shared our big old giant honkin' fall programming schedule. It's a fatty, it's a big one. Yeah, highlights, of course, Undeadwood.
Oh man.
4-part miniseries featuring Brian Foster as the Marshal. And then, of course, Pub Draw is returning. Can watch us all fail at drawing again.
Actually, some of us are
And-
pretty good.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Also, a show that is turning out phenomenally well in post. The more edits that I get back of it, mini prime time with Will Friedle. He is a treasure, and I'm so glad we have the key to unlock him. And a ton of everything is content stuff, like a lot of stuff. So really, if you want to know all the full details, go to critroll.com. Critroll. Check out all the good things we have coming out.
Yeah, you guys have been busy. I've been real
It's
busy.
a long time since we've done crit roll.
Crit roll.
Crit roll.
Back in the day. Sam.
Yes, so Laura and Travis are off to New York Comic Con next week, and we're hosting a very special one-shot on October 3rd at 7 p.m. Pacific, GM'd by me, Sam Riegel. Tonight, we're excited to share to you guys that our sponsor for this one-shot is the one and only Wendy's. and I can guarantee that it will be ridiculous. We'll be sharing more about this this sponsored one-shot next Thursday, so keep an eye out for more details. Huge thanks to our friends at Wendy's for their support. I can honestly say I've had 2 more Frosties this week than I have in the last 25 years, and they're fucking great.
I can honestly say I'm actually really bummed that we're going to be in New York and missing it.
It's gonna be ridiculous fun.
Shaping up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Don't want to miss
for
that.
that. And referring to New York Comic Con, our very own Brian W. Foster will be moderating a panel called Role Playing a Human, with some familiar names and faces, such as Mika Burton, Clint McElroy, Rachel Miner, Brian Posehn, Joe Starr, and Dan Telfer on Thursday, October 3rd at 12:30 p.m. in room 1A21. So if you're going to be at New York Comic Con, highly recommend you check it out. A lot of good people on that panel. The person moderating it's cool too, I guess. And have fun. Should be fun. Laura, you have some updates as well?
I do. I don't know if you guys are aware, but we have some cool stuff in our store. And as of today, we have.
What's that?
Is it Thursday yet? Wrap for our fabulous tankards. We also have. And I have passed through fire. A tribute to the lovely Keyleth.
That's
Also,
fire.
for the tanker. Also, we have a freaking so stupid. A map match of the Gameverse for
Yeehaw Game.
for Yeehaw Game Ranch. If you'll cut to that, you can see it, all you lovely folks at home. It feels so. Actually, it's ridiculously beautiful. And
Matt, don't let your hand fall into the void of the game verse. Oh!
no!
So you can use that.
So you can follow along the adventures at home. I'm not sure. I don't know.
You can use that thing as a gamepad, as a mouse pad, as a.
you totally
your
could.
cat
You
can take
roll
naps on
You
it.
can roll your dice on it. That was designed by at Kaora. And then our beautiful raps, the calligrapher on that is Chris Gladys, and he's amazing. He's done some other stuff for us as well. And also, it's not on the sheet, but we have some awesome David Mack portraits that are in the store that went on sale, I think, when we weren't playing. And so if you didn't get the limited edition David Mack poster that we did, we wanted to make some of the portraits available, and they're so fucking beautiful. So yeah, check them out.
Cool. And if you all just want to get grog, it's okay. You don't have to get everybody else.
Crit roll.
There you go. All right. Well, that being said, I think it's time for us to go ahead and jump into tonight's episode of Critical Role.
Skip.
Wow.
Do tell, Laura. Do tell. Really?
Every now and then you get a glimpse of what I have to deal with every Thursday.
Just a glimpse.
Just a glimpse. Just a little peek beneath the curtain.
Anal sprinkles.
Sounds like a terrible culinary treat.
Worst DVD extra ever.
Anyway.
32 flavors.
Sorry.
So, last time, the Mighty Nine had been traversing their way across the lands of Jorhas, returning to the actual empire where it all began, in search of information regarding where this beacon is currently being held that the empire still holds, and seeking information about this Oban figure who has both taken your friend Yasha as a seemingly as a companion for the time being alongside his journey, as well as awakening with your aid unintentionally a terrible entity, a champion of Torog, known as the Laughing Hand. Upon keeping your eyes on them magically from a distance, you've been able to follow some of their exploits while researching information about them and some elements of what they might be trying to do. With this newfound information, and discovering that they had attacked what looked to be the archive of the Cobalt Soul in Zadash. And gathering this information, you decided to follow them towards the Lotus Den Greenwood on the south of Jorhas. You made an additional deal for rapid transportation with your sponsor, Shadowhand Essek, Talus, who agreed begrudgingly for the very last time to do this.
Last time.
You can't say
You missed this?
Oh, he's just racking up the dead points with you guys. He's gonna make you do some fun stuff down the road. There, nestled within the darkened shadow of a city street in Zadash, you use the transportation circle to send yourself to Rosona, the city of once known as Gorthranas. You flicking off some of the local town's guard before rushing off.
Eat it, Copper!
We return with you all appearing beneath the Lucid Bastion, the familiar space beneath the main central palace of the Kreen dynasty. You arrive, are recognized, and no issue seems to come of the guards who are now getting fairly comfortable with your perpetual in and out.
Yes, but there are horses this time.
That's true.
Oh boy.
You did have horses, and you did jump multiple times through a bunch of other archives of the Cobalt Soul without approval or fair warning, and acquired knowledge of a number of their teleportation sigils, which should be useful down the road, though also being, for the time being, banned in most of them. But as you arrive in Rosona, emerging from the teleportation sigil, the day is yours. What would you like to do, Mighty Knight?
Essek?
Yeah, we need to just, right? I mean, just go as fast as we can.
Yeah.
To Essex!
And I will.
Did you guys start like trotting through the halls, which the halls are pretty prone to echoing anyway, but as you make your way out of the subterranean teleportation chamber, through the halls of the Lucid Bastion, you draw attention from everywhere.
Are there any horses in the city?
There are horses, yeah. Not as often as, let's say, heavy trade cities. A lot of the horses are either done for, are brought on trade paths between Rosona and other cities, or are frontline as part of the military, though it's not as big of a horse nation as the Empire is. Anyway, you are drawing attention both from the inside of the bastion and onto the streets as a group of already kind of sore thumb looking figures come barreling through the center of the ever midnight town of Rosona, heads turning, heading towards the ever-present beacon of your giant glowing roof tree, heading through the firmaments. You approach, and as you ride, waiting outside, you see arms probably crossed from the slight shape of the front of the cloak and mantle. You see Essek just there, kind of staring at the ground, and then up at you as you all approach. As you kind of make your way over towards him. He looks over. Hello?
Super sorry about this again.
As you can see, we've come a very long way on horseback.
Yes.
We've just arrived.
Impressive, I suppose?
We are in a bit of a hurry. And I know that we are wearing out our welcome, but we need to get to the Lotus Den.
Very.
The Laughing Hand is about, and you know, the people that we talked about who we accidentally, that got loose up, I don't remember where, but it was, I think, in the north somewhere. And then they have figured out how to open up somebody else's casket stuff, and then they're going to awaken somebody else, and it's going to be even worse because there's already 3 of them. And if there's 4, then they're going to be so much more powerful. And now he's got a skull, and he's going to find a heart. We have to beat him.
The heart of a very, very, very bad creature that they want to awaken, and it's closer to the dynasty than the Empire. This could directly impact your people.
Yeah, it's a demon assassin.
Super bad.
Part of a demon assassin.
It's a group of people that were letting all the bad things out, you know?
Skull of a demon assassin.
He seems to be part of a cult called the Angel Alliance.
I'm sure I already told you about, I think.
Yes.
You have informed me of this, and I have already agreed you are not needing to convince me any further.
Okay, I was just letting you know it's super important. That's why we, ask for help.
Do you have a place to put your horses?
Consider them a gift.
In exchange for your continued assistance?
Yeah, these are Empire horses. Rarity in these parts.
They may know something.
His kind of rocky held exterior cracks a little with a smile and goes, well, I do not consider this payment a favor for a favor. And I'm certain I would call these favors in at some time in the future. But for now, just go ahead and hitch them to the exterior of your home and we'll be on our way.
Seems like a plan.
Yeah.
Great. Let's do that.
All right. So you hitch him to the side there. You gather up around him. So where to then?
We're just doing this out on the street? Do we go inside?
Do you know where the Lotus Den is?
I do, yes.
You do?
Have you been there?
I've not been there, but I've studied the vicinity of Jorhas.
How big is it?
Well, it's fairly large.
You saw it, right?
I mean, I saw where they were.
Maybe you could show an image. Maybe that would narrow down some of the geography of where we're headed. Maybe.
I mean, I could try to draw what I saw.
Oh, okay then. Well, maybe I don't know.
Make a nature or survival check, your choice. 19. Okay. Remembering back to the vision you had when they were traveling and thinking of the time of day that it would have been here and where the sun was in the sky, you can ascertain they were probably heading south.
Well, I'm so smart. I think they were
That's a good
heading
roll.
south. So we should probably go towards the south of the Lotus Den, right?
Were they in the forest or were they?
They were entering the forest, right? Or were they in the forest?
They
I
were
can't
entering
remember.
Well, they were entering and then
They were like, I feel like it was swampy-ish where they were coming from, and they were getting to more dense foliage or something.
Yeah, Essek, on this map, do you know if the area right above the Lotus Den, sort of represented here, is that swampland? as far as-
That is largely marsh before it goes into the Fever Gulf, yes.
Should
That's probably
we
where
try the middle, or should we try the most southernmost point and work up?
No, I think we should go where they were, the swamp.
Here?
Just
Yeah.
south
And
of
they
it,
were
though.
making their way here.
Yeah.
down.
But if
I
they're
think we should
heading,
be south of them.
Well, they were looking at.
if they're traveling southward towards the den
Yeah.
through a swamp area, then I think you're onto that with the northern side.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do we want to take a pee break real quick while we're here at the Jor house? Check in on the plants, make sure that no one's broken in, any disturbances.
Yeah, no, I feel like there's a bit of urgency here.
All right, gather around.
I mean, it
At
could
the
be.
Jor house?
Yeah,
Okay,
but it's
alright.
like super fast. We have to beat them. We just have
Check in
to.
if Darren is
Are you
here.
going to,
Yeah, we
are you
have
going
to-
to
We
pee
have
your
to
pants?
beat them.
I will
to this
cast
place.
message and point inside the house and say, Tyron, are you in there?
Oh,
no response.
She's not home.
Let's go.
All right.
We're ready.
His hands emerge from inside the cloak. You guys gather in a circle, familiar joining of hands. He focuses, and I need someone to roll a D100 for me.
I'll do it.
Okay.
The wizard.
That was a 92.
92. All righty.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, so without issue, you all find the entirety of the scene, of the city around you, fade to darkness, and you're all drawn in that same instantaneous kind of forceful gravitational sucking sensation from the center of your torso, like your sternum is trying to burrow its way out of your chest, not out of pain, but just a forceful tug. And as you are dragged along with it, but a moment later, your feet find purchase once more on hard ground. But not as hard as you began this journey. Your feet kind of into kind of marsh, about a foot. I'm sorry, about an inch or two into the mud. Your feet descend and suck in. The water seeps in a bit through any of the cracks of your lower part of your boots. immediately soggy in the base.
I'm glad I'm wearing my old boots and not my new
Would
boots.
this be considered difficult terrain?
Not this deep, but it were to turn into a deeper swamp,
One of the
possibly.
coolest things. They did more years after being
What time of day is it again?
It is. What time of day is it?
What time of day is it?
Say it's
Town.
like early afternoon, I'd
This-
say. Because you traveled. Because it was. Let's see, you got to the.
So wherever you peg it, Caleb would know. He knows the hour.
No, I
he
know. I'm
knows
trying to
when
think.
Yes.
So you journeyed to Zadash. You
This is
arrived,
an extra.
pretty much beelined to the archive.
Oh boy,
Researched for
is it-
hours.
isn't
So it'd
this
be like mid afternoon.
Shield?
Okay.
It's all extra.
Three-ish,
Like
that kind
4
of thing.
or 5,
Five-ish,
pushing
okay.
towards dusk
3, 4, 5.
in the next few hours.
It's 4:38.
Do we have any way, by magical means or otherwise, of tracking or tracing where our former friend, now enemy, murderous assassin Yasha might be? Is there a locate spell?
I have a
of some-
locate object spell.
You know, her weapon.
sword.
Weapon,
yeah.
magician's
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I can cast that. It's a
that's
concentration, and then if she's within 1,000 feet of us, I will know.
1,000
Could you do it to the heart possibly or no?
I don't know enough about it.
Hmm.
I just know it's a heart. But I guess I would know it's a heart not inside a body potentially, but it
If
could
it-
be inside the body.
But
I
also,
don't know.
if that it actually
You
is
still
a
cut
heart,
them
and
off.
not something that's represented as a
And
heart.
then
True, it could
just
be like a
store
giant
them
jewel or
as-
something.
Yes.
Like the heart of the
See?
ruby of it.
Oh,
I imagine the hope is to get the heart before they do, so that they can't get their friend
That's their
together.
goal,
Not necessarily to find them.
right?
Yeah.
It's kind of a good thing. with
So,
some biscuits and
what
then
should I do?
we should find the thing that we know, her sword.
And just hope that we stay clear of her?
Hope it doesn't trigger us all.
see if I can
Okay.
I don't think she's within 1,000 feet of us anyway. I'm looking around.
1,000 feet is pretty far.
As you look around, the one thing you do notice is kind of emerging from the nearby marsh, and it is like, you know, various degrees of some hillsides that protrude from the somewhat damp, swampy marsh floor. The sound of buzzing insects surrounds the vicinity. Later in the day, that kind of hot, kind of orangey light is coming through the broken, clouded sky. It's not hot, but it is humid. And just a little muggy and uncomfortable. You do notice on one of the nearby rocks while you guys are conversing, Essek has made his way over there and is drawing his teleportation circle on the rock and is just not even caring or listening to what you guys are doing.
Can I get a beat on his mood or his attitude towards us since we met up with him?
Make an insight check.
cut off. See,
Ooh. That is a 26.
we usually save all of it,
Good insight.
Whispers.
but
This might be my first whisper of the campaign.
Guys, whispers aren't sponsored by anything, but you guys should go to the Crit Roll store and buy our merch. And also, what was my sponsor today? Paranoia. Happiness is magic. Happiness is mandatory. You should buy that game when it comes out and keep a look at the channel because we might plan it. Play it soon. I don't
because
know.
I can replace this.
Alrighty.
Whichever this thing is from here, and just like here. So.
Every time you lift that monstrous metal beast.
Just as a baseline, aside from the buzzing insects, are there is there bird, animal noises? Does the forest sound like it moves quite a bit, or is it actually quite still?
Well, the area that you're in right now, there's occasionally sparse trees, maybe a few dozen yards apart each. The tree line of the Lotus Den is a little further south from you, maybe about a 10-minute walk. You can see where the actual Lotus Den Greenwood begins, and it is a dense forest.
So
This was gonna
we bamped
finish it.
behind the group,
let's
or we
finish it.
tried to bamp in front. We were trying to bamp ahead of the group, right?
Yeah, the
Next
Lotus Den, right?
time,
Yeah.
I
did we
know the
bamf
backlog. I've got to have serious
behind
backlog.
where they
so
had
I'll-
already gone.
He was told you wanted to bamf onto the northern side of the forest.
Okay.
Okay, so we bamped behind them.
This other time, thanks for watching, thanks for sticking around. Check out other videos. There's still some streams left. Videos can't go loading. I'm probably gonna leave them until YouTube deletes them or something. So, yep. I'll let you. See ya.